Top 10 Richest World Leaders 2020, very surprising. Welcome to Luxury Lifestyle, your premium channel about billionaires and their lifestyle. If you think that this list of richest leaders just features the presidents and prime ministers of the world's wealthiest countries, then think again. It also includes heads of the world's poorest nations on the globe. In a moment we will be revealing the richest one on Earth. But first, let's take a look at this motley jumble of patriots. Who are they and what drives them? Number 10. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, Equatorial Guinea, $600 million. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo has been president of oil-rich Equatorial Guinea since 1979 when he ousted his uncle Francisco Macias Nguema in a military coup. His wealth was estimated by Forbes at $600 million and he is said to have several homes in South Africa and a mansion in Malibu, California. The love of luxury seems to run in the family. In 2016 his son Teodoro Nguema Obiang, who also happens to be the country's vice president, saw his fleet of 26 luxury cars including 7 Ferraris, 5 Bentleys, 3 Lamborghinis, a Maserati, a McLaren and a Bugatti Veyron seized by Swiss authorities as part of a corruption probe. Poor Teodoron's fleet was sold at a charity auction in 2019 for $27 million. Number 9. Ali Bongo Ondimba, Gabon, $1 billion, £768 million. Gabon's president Ali Bongo Ondimba is said to be worth $1 billion, but the guy himself reports to make only $65,000 a year. Equal rights groups in the country have long accused Ondimba of robbing the country of its oil and natural resources to create his fortune. How dare they? In 2009, Transparency International filed a case against his family and the ensuing corruption inquiry discovered assets including 39 properties in France and 9 luxury cars, but the case was dropped in 2017. A year later, it was reported that he spent $111 million on a 14-bedroom mansion in Paris, and all of this with a modest salary of $65,000 a year. Number 8. Bashar al-Assad, Syria, $1.2 billion. Syria's leader Bashar al-Assad was estimated to have amassed a fortune of up to $1.2 billion for his relatives and close associates, despite moves to freeze his assets in the UK, the US, and Switzerland. Prior to the outbreak of the Syrian civil war in 2011, the Assads and their friends are said to have owned between 60% and 70% of the country's assets, including land, energy plants, and factories. Number 7. Xi Jinping, China, $1.5 billion. Can you believe this? The guy calls himself a communist. Xi Jinping carries the titles of General Secretary of the Communist Party of China, President of the People's Republic of China and Chairman of the Central Military Commission, but has a very modest salary at just $22,000 per year. The Telegraph revealed that Jinping and his family have hidden investments in multiple holding companies, including a $244 million share of property investment firm Shenzhen Yuanwei. Jinping is estimated to have a net worth of $1.5 billion. Patriotism seems to pay off. Number 6. Sebastián Pinera, Chile, $2.8 billion. Sebastián Pinera was Chile's president between 2010 and 2014 and then started another 4-year term in 2018. Forbes has estimated his and his family's net wealth at $2.8 billion, having made a fortune from credit card company Bancard, which was founded in 1976. After the 2010 election, he also offloaded his 26% stake in Chilean airline LAN and sold TV channel Chilevision to Time Warner for a reported $150 million. Number 5. Donald Trump, U.S., $3.1 billion. U.S. President Donald Trump, who made his fortune in real estate, is estimated to have a fortune of $3.1 billion by Forbes. This includes New York City properties worth $1.5 billion, golf courses and clubs worth $590 million, as well as cash and personal assets of $310 million. Number 4. Andrej Babis, Czech Republic, $3.7 billion. Czech President Andrej Babis was an entrepreneur in agriculture prior to winning the presidential elections in 2017 and has an estimated net worth of $3.7 billion, according to Forbes. The Czech Donald Trump. Babis has styled himself as a self-made businessman who is fed up with corruption in politics. Last year, thousands of Czechs called for his resignation due to alleged conflicts of interest involving his former business and a criminal inquiry into fraud relating to EU subsidies. Number 3. Kim Jong-un, North Korea, $5 billion. His compatriots must all call him our great leader. North Korean dictator and communist Kim Jong-un has been estimated to have a net worth of $5 billion. In 2013, US and South Korean officials discovered the assets and bank accounts controlled by the supreme leader and his family. A lot of his wealth is stashed away in over 200 bank accounts held in China and other countries including Austria, Luxembourg, Russia, and Switzerland. Number 2. Mahathir Mohamad, Malaysia, $45 billion. The oldest on the list is 94. It's Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad. He's thought to have about $45 billion stashed away via his proxy Tun Dame Zainuddin and is also said to have interests in 50 banks across the world. His son Mokhazani Mahathir is a former petroleum engineer turned entrepreneur who has a net worth of $325 million. Number 1. Vladimir Putin, Russia, $200 billion. Communism rules. Vladimir. Vladimir. Vladimost. Russian President Vladimir Putin is a mysterious guy. But an estimate by former Hermitage Capital Management CEO Bill Browder, given under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2017, puts the former KGB officer's net worth at $200 billion. That's considerably higher than the net wealth of the world's richest man and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. In 2018, the Central Election Commission of the Russian Federation said that Putin had officially only earned $673,000 between 2011 and 2016. It also revealed he had an apartment in St. Petersburg and 230 shares in Bank St. Petersburg. If this helped, please give this video a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss out on all the interesting tips about luxury lifestyle that I will be sharing in the future, then hit the subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. Look out for the next video in the series, 10 Most Expensive Foods in the World. Please, let me know in the comment section below this video, which of the 10 is the biggest surprise for you. Thank you for watching, Richest Politicians in the World 2020, Surprising Names.